See you June.
As a channel member, we want to have stuff for you guys. What we plan to do, of course, have those emojis, a bonk emoji. Yeah. We want to do comic strips for you guys to kind of keep our characters and comics out there, keep the creative blood flowing, and just little strips, maybe monthly.
Develop notifications, sub if you haven't. We're trying to make the best content we can out here and do something more like a podcast.
Let's get out of here. I've had enough of this.
Ooh, what a rush!
Hey yo, 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 hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. All right, for a minute there I thought you lost it. Whoa. Hey yo.
Let's go!
Who are those guys?
Your brothers? No.
Yes!
Beginning to get on my nerves. Who are those guys? I couldn't do that. Could you do that? How can they do that? Who are those guys?
The fucking DIAZ brothers!
Connor, I know the media has a ton of questions for you, so I just want to ask you, what do you think of this turnout?
Yeah, fuck the DIAZ brothers, yeah? Fuck those cockroaches!
Threats are part of wrestling, you know? But you gotta look at the person that's making the threats. This fat son of a bitch is challenging all of us, has been world champions before, been in this business 15, 20 years, and this fat son of a bitch is gonna challenge us all out.
Calm down, okay? All right?
He's fat! I'm gonna...
Out about this.
I don't care if he don't... I'll make him bleed.
Are we live? It's Friday night. Sit down, turn the volume up, and get ready for the DIAZ Brothers show. Sorry we're late, guys. I had to go get some milk, and it took me a long time to get back. But put a round of applause together for the DIAZ Brothers!
Yo, so that they'll understand is we'll show the Google Earth view of where this Jewel Osco is located and how stupid it is to get there.
It's so dumb. The closest...
Jewel Osco being the grocery store.
The closest grocery store... What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Sorry we're late. Yeah, the closest grocery store to the office is 2 miles.
It's not like, as they say, as the crow flies, it's probably like half a mile. But you have to drive in this like Fibonacci sequence circle to get there, and then back out in these spiraling.
There's there's one road to get there, and it's a main road for trucks coming off of the highway to get to.
Right, or there is another way to get there. It's through a neighborhood, but you have to cross 2 railroad tracks to get back.
It's the same railroad track, probably, right?
No, it's 2 different lines, but you can get trapped within this like circle of railroad tracks, and if you get caught by those cargo trains, those freight trains, then you're screwed. So
yeah, I'm sorry. We always do the gym before the show, and I was lifting, so I needed some protein bars, and Brandon wanted some milk. They didn't have any at the gas station. They had some protein bars, but they all had seed oils in them. So I went and got,
you want to avoid.
Yeah, so I avoided that. Stocked up on some protein bars. Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for waiting. We don't have a guest tonight. We got a lot to talk about, though.
Good.
I don't know if it's anything anyone wants to hear, but how's our internet? How do we sound? This was originally the title was going to be "They're All Jelly," all right, because we're going to go over some gelatin talk today. But then I remember that last week's internet was trash.
Last week's internet was ridiculously trash.
So let us know how we
fortunately,
sound. Yeah.
this is probably for the first time in a long time. We are the only people using computers in the building right now.
That's true. No one's here.
Right. Nobody else is here. So hopefully the bandwidth is all allocated to us.
Yeah, I'm going to tweet this out. If you guys could also retweet it. I think we're streaming on X, which is now officially X.
Yeah, they changed twitter.com to x.com.
It's officially X. And then also we're streaming on Rumble as well. Let's see. We do have 5 people on Rumble watching. What's up to the Rumblers, all of you over there? Let me get on Twitter, tweet this out. How's everybody doing tonight? And how do we sound?
Am I coming in clear? Hey, Mom, I said, am I coming in clear?
What are they saying?
They're saying that it sounds good. Somebody said some modulation's too high, but don't touch anything. Snarticom saying our internet's trash. I think it's the computer.
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
We tested the fast.com and we were getting like 500K. And then we tested it today and we were getting like 400K, but then we did speedtest.net and it was giving us like 900 meg. Yeah. So something goofy's going on.
Audio is mid. Do we need to raise the audio, or do you want some music in the background? Be a little more specific there, guys. The curtain's falling behind us as well.
So that set is just falling to pieces.
Yeah, everything's going downhill, guys.
We have to retool.
Maybe we need a new streaming laptop.
Yeah, I didn't check the upload. We were just checking down. Because like you would imagine if you're getting 400K download, you're probably water trickling out for upload.
Look, the internet sounds fine. And everything sounds fine, and the internet is not bad.
I wonder if it's like a heat thing. Maybe just after a while, it just starts getting overheated.
Yeah, we'll keep this one short, guys.
Really?
Good talking. We don't have to.
Daly says Brandon sounds good. Phil's popping a bit. Phil always pops his peas when he's recording. It's a problem that he has.
Yeah. Alan, the 20-month member. Thank you for being a member, brother. What's up?
What's up?
Months. That's almost 2 years.
That's crazy, dude. We're here. We're queer, and we're tired of all these bears.
Yeah, these constant bear attacks are just getting out of control.
Yeah, I saw a video of a little bear cub and then a little girl thinking it was a dog, and she wanted to pet it.
She got mauled.
It's pretty cute. No,
that's good.
I don't think so. I didn't. Who knows what happened after the camera shut off? We got Carbon Dioxide in the chat. What's up? Play the Ventures for background tunes.
It's a band, but I can't think of.
What's up?
Just makes me think of Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
Poppin' and Lock. We got Henry Bemis in the chat. Good to see you. Snarkticon is here as well.
What's up?
Jav. What's up, Jav? Citizen Ronan is here.
What's up?
Maromi is here.
Up?
A lot of people in the chat. Old Dirty Fatty, good to see you. LE, good to see you as well.
Up?
Cranberry Langers.
What's up?
Spread this around social media, guys. This is starting your Friday night streaming outright. And what should we talk about first, Brandon? Should we do a little
All comics saying that he's doodling away at this comic strip. Expect it soon.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Alan, aka the Hall Comics, is working on the next Masquerade comic strip, which goes up for our channel members.
Nice.
People that are subscribed to the channel at the highest tier, the Zaid Raider tier. So you get those. I think the one after he's working on now
is either plotted or written. It might just be plotted, but I know where it's going. So I could write these things pretty quick, and then he pumps them out. So he's working on the last panel, which is like the big splash for the strip. So if you guys aren't members, consider joining. You guys could get some awesome exclusive Masquerade story. If you guys are digging the Lost Pages and you like Masquerade, definitely check that out. And I'm thinking of doing digital stuff. Some people, I think Camara, Irene, were doing Global Comics.
Right.
Jake was talking about it as well. I looked into it, and the site looks really, really creator friendly, really cool, and they actually are very responsive to like suggestions or critiques or whatever. They just had Fund My Comic added to their crowdfunding link.
Oh, nice.
So if you put a digital comic on Global Comics, you could read it on your phone or on the computer. And if you're a creator that has a crowdfunder going on at the same time, it'll link directly while you're reading the book. And now Fund My Comics on there. So shout outs to those guys. Pretty cool.
Awesome.
Pretty badass. So what did you do this week, Brandon?
In Zaid Comics stuff, we shipped out some things.
Yeah,
we got some labels done. I actually can't
books.
see it over here. I might get up and show it with my phone. But there's a lot
I see that now.
Crimstone statue parts printed out from the resin printers over there in that corner of the room right now. And it's hilarious because it's just like this army of Jazz and Crim bodies.
Yeah, so if you guys got the monster pack or got any of the Crim figures, those are the last things domestically that are going to be shipped out. And there's a giant pile of them off camera over there, which is cool. So we're going to probably over the weekend, next week, I'm going to be packing those up with bubble wrap, putting them in boxes and stuff. And then after the show tonight, we're going to be labeling
all the shirts are done.
The shirts,
so if you're getting shirts, they're going to be shipped separately. So those are going to go out. All the black shirts are actually labeled already, and the purple shirts are going to be labeled later today. All that stuff's going to be shipped out tomorrow, and then the rest of the domestic stuff will be shipped out tomorrow. International stuff will international is like a little bit of a thing, so I'll do that when I get back. But yeah, so all that stuff is out there and on its way for most of the people.
Yeah, freaking awesome. Shouts to everybody that's been posting up when they get their books and cards and everything. This is from Mr. Chris Fisk, right? Infantile Chronicles. He actually put the books on his spinner rack, so it was great to see, and incorporated all of his Zaid Comics trading cards into his little booklet thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Super cool. And I think I had another one. Actually, what is this? Why is this here? Actually, I don't. But yeah, people, when you get them, post up, read them. Don't forget to read these books, guys. This is the reason we're making them, is so you could read them and give us feedback, shout out reviews, and all that great stuff. It's gonna be freaking awesome. So yeah, this is by the last things we have to do.
Yeah, I'm excited to see people getting the figures and like people actually putting them together and painting them.
Yeah, painting them up, that'd be sweet. I need a spinner rack. Yeah, I don't even know where you would get those anymore.
You kind of just have to get them at like when a store is closing.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably just buy them at this point. Everything's so accessible. But
Citizen Ronan says, I read Lost Pages 3. Fantastic stuff, Phil. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. What was your favorite part? And was it the pineapple guy?
Yeah, everybody was obsessed with the pineapple guy.
Von Coleman really liked the pineapple guy.
Ellie is having his Oscar moment right now.
No.
I never learned to read.
He's like you.
Yeah.
Oh, you could buy spinner racks from eBay for a lot of money.
It costs a mint to ship.
Yeah, maybe.
That's not worth it.
You could walk out with the spinner rack at any store.
That's true.
Yeah, just take them.
Just
take it. All right. So yesterday, Brandon and I watched the final episode of X-Men 97.
Hold on a second, because Narticom is asking what's the deal with the hot dog guy from Creative Block Meme. Was there a different hot dog guy, and then you had to bring in our hot dog guy to fight him.
So this is what happened on the Creative Blog last night.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Jake,
as I do.
Jake Hyper Wizard.
Right.
It was his turn to run the show.
Right.
And his topic was like why we like superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
And so he made this fake superhero.
He made it specifically for this episode of Creative Block.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And his name was the Dogler.
All right. Seems derivative.
Yeah. Let's see. Was this from? Yeah, here we go. I should be able to pull up.
He's gonna claim you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy's disgusting.
So here's the Dogler. Let me see. I had it. Can you guys see this?
No.
There's the Dogler. All right.
He's making me sick just looking at him.
Right. He was like so he's going through all these backstory things. So his like backstory is he owed money for this Russian dog walking mafia, and then he was his hands were cut off, and he was drowned in nuclear hot dog water. And then I added that this hot dog water was originally the waters that they used to cool Chernobyl, the Chernobyl reactor.
Mm-hmm.
And so and he mutated, and then someone put spatulas on his hands. I don't know.
And who drew this?
Jake.
Okay.
Drew this. Right. So then, let me go to my Twitter.
I see that
here.
there's a caption there. It says not to be confused with She-Dogler.
Right. We didn't get to see what She-Dogler looked like.
All right.
Which was weird. But then I brought up Hot Dog Sapien.
Right. The original hot dog man.
Where's Alex BRB? Here he is. So let me pull, and then I actually pulled up the file as well so we could get a good look at him, because it was kind of hard.
The Japtown file or the original drawing logo file?
It was the Japtown
the
file.
page, yeah.
So here is Hot Dog Sapien up in the corner here, scaling the building.
Right. Yeah, I have to redraw him now that I can actually draw.
I thought that's a great drawing. People were kind of uneased about his butt.
Because he's a hot dog.
Right.
And he has like a hot dog sticking out
continues,
between his leg. Right. He's a hot dog man.
And then I remembered his backstory, which was he is a mascot for a hot dog stand. He's a guy in a hot dog suit, right?
Right. Yeah. He's running the hot dog cart, right, in Magic Cop the game.
Right.
Right.
And then before like the final boss match, some magic is dumped out of Arsenic Jones's window or something like that.
Something like that. He gets hit by some sort of magic and he transforms into Hot Dog Sapien.
The suit forms, the fibers of the suit attach to his body.
Yeah, they fuse to his body.
And then he turns into some sort of like a prehistoric caveman-esque hot dog sapien.
Yeah, you don't see it here, but in the original drawing, he is hunched over a pile of hot dogs,
right,
and he's eating hot dogs off the ground. That's why he's in that position like that.
Yeah, let's see. That's a great sapien. I would put it on/in my fridge.
Yeah, Hot Dog Sapien is awesome. And that's also, incidentally, the name of the hot dog cart is Hot Dog Sapiens. Yeah, that's the business name.
Phil's eyes freak me out in that pic.
Well, that's why he can't do the anime here in real life.
People are saying that's a prolapsed hot dog.
It's just the regular hot dog.
Like his balls. Yeah, so, maybe you'll see him in another edition of Magic Up.
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely going to see Hot Dog Sapien making his debut effectively in Magic Cup.
Yeah, he was just on the art for the hot dog.
Right, and then
stand.
there was just some regular hot dog vendor running the hot dog cart.
Well, it was a Frankenstein.
Oh, was it Frankenstein?
Frank, yeah.
Okay.
It was a Frankenstein. Yeah, great page. Yeah, I think we have some more hash cans maybe on the site if you guys haven't grabbed those Magic Hop hash cans. Awesome.
Yeah, they should be on the
So
website.
fucking sweet. All right, what should we talk about now?
You were going to talk about something, and then I interrupted you.
interrupted me.
Right. Oh, you were talking about X-Men, which I know is a fan favorite here in the chat.
Well, let's get some ones in the chat if you've watched the new X-Men, and then twos if you haven't. Let's see this. And then
Frank and Beanstein.
And then also rate how your interest of hearing about X-Men.
Between
in a subsequent, between 1 and 2 in a subsequent message in the chat.
Yes, very good.
Talk about Cracker Barrel. Last time I went to Cracker Barrel, it was after the Renaissance Fair,
which was a long time ago.
Oh, it was last year.
Because I didn't go to that Renaissance Fair.
It was last year. We should go this year for sure. But it was like so long of a wait. It was not great.
Well, that's why they're going out of business.
All right, we got some twos in the chat. I'm waiting for one. There's 1,000, 1 and 3/4, or sorry, 2 and 3/4. 2 times infinity. Is Shelby here? I haven't seen Shelby. He can't save us if he's not even here.
Oh, a guy in his room is here. I saw that he's having a problem kicking his seed oil habit on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah. I saw that earlier. He was talking about how he can't quit them, and he's bathing in them sometimes.
Go to Buffalo Wild Wings. They use beef tallow. We got Dio. He says, dress up and take pics. I do. Well, I did last time. Yeah, it was fun. I took pics. I dressed up. All right. Yeah. So X-Men, guys. We're going to talk about the X-Men. What did you think of the X-Men finale? And we're going to talk about the future of
it's cool.
Our involvement in X-Men animated things.
Oh, yeah. I didn't understand what you meant. It was cool. I mean, it's like very epic. You know, they're trying to make it into like an epic thing. I was telling somebody, because they were saying how they had never watched any of the X-Men, right? Even the original run.
Was it David?
No, it was Shady.
Okay.
And he's talking about how he wants to go through and watch them, but he doesn't know if he should go watch that series or just start with the new one. And I'm like, you could watch the old stuff because it's really good. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, the new one is kind of like a story arc, whereas the old ones were a little more episodic. And he had some story arcs and stuff like that. But yeah, the story arc here is nice because they kind of round it out. And then, you know, which is cool, which what you want. They leave you with a crazy cliffhanger.
Yeah, cliffhanger for season 2, which is cool, exciting.
Right.
I'm super high on it right now.
You're high on it right now?
Yeah.
I mean, it's when season 2 comes out, it's going to be directly competing with GTA 6.
Yeah.
As they come out at the same time.
Right. Well, here's the thing so there's like the controversy where the showrunner / head writer was fired the day before the X-Men show came out.
Right.
And he, everyone's like, oh, this is going to suck I guess he had an OnlyFans account or something. And I don't know if that's why he was kicked off. I don't really know why if they said it, but he was taken off. And then people were like, oh, this show's really good. Hire him again. But I guess they're not hiring him again. They said that they're getting a new head writer for season 3, but season 2, they're going to try to honor his vision for the story arc that he laid out.
Well, like them being like, wow, this is really good is because they're just taking source material stuff and adapting it into a TV show, right? And then kind of like taking some cool aspects of different storylines and merging them together where like, hey, this would fit here or whatever. So it's not like the guy's just making stuff up that's really good and writing his own new material, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a lot of mishmashy stuff too, you know. Like the whole Gambit thing really didn't happen in the comics ever. That was like a new thing for this series. That was really impactful. Eric Weather says Andrew Huerta did storyboards for the series. That's true.
That's cool.
Which is really cool. Shouts to Huerta and Sovereign.
There's some good shots for sure. And the way that they animated stuff, they are getting away with, you know, some things. But
Canales is in the chat. What's up, Canales?
Too cheaply animated.
So your whole thing is like you don't like fan service?
I don't like too much fan service.
But there's a lot of fan servicey shots in the last episode of other characters. But you seem to like them.
Feel like that's I guess it's fan service.
Well, it's building like a universe. So like
it's just kind of showing you that they're all in the same universe, right?
Yeah, so spoilers, not really spoilers. You get shots of Daredevil, Cloak and Dagger fighting in their respective cities. I guess they're both in New York. You see Spider-Man and Mary Jane and Flash
Peter
Thompson.
Parker.
Yeah, you see Peter, Mary Jane, Flash Thompson,
Silver Samurai
in Japan, just standing on top of a building.
Never moves an inch.
Who else? Omega Red, Polaris. I think Polaris was with him. Is she Russian? She's Magneto's daughter. She might not be Russian. She looked like Polaris. Omega Red, and then some other red robot guy. I don't know if that was that Russian red
Tornado
robot.
guy?
No, he's from DC. Who's that red robot? Crimson Dynamo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I think it might have been him.
There was also
pretty badass
Captain America, Iron Man.
Oh,
ooh,
yeah.
for your
That's
Senator
right.
Kelly fans.
Senator Kelly.
There's a little Senator Kelly.
Is he President Kelly now?
Was he? Because the woman was president at the beginning of the season.
I think she was just like a congresswoman. I don't think she was president. Cloak and Dagger, X-Men, 97. It was cool to see Cloak and Dagger, though.
Yeah, I was thinking of Red Tornado.
It was
Dark Star, not Polaris. This Snarkticom is saying.
Dark Star. I'm not.
He didn't even watch it.
Who?
Snarkticon.
Snarkticon? How do you know then?
He was president in the original series too. What about that in the beginning in the original series where she's like, "My fellow Americans,
yeah,
last night," and then whatever she says about whatever,
and then he goes, "My fellow Americans, I am an idiot."
Well, that was a man that he turned into.
Yeah, wasn't that Kelly?
It's impossible to tell at this point.
Edwin says, sadly, no cameo from Rogue's ass.
Somebody had posted a screenshot and they were like, "We are so back," even though we weren't really that back here.
She did get a good butt shot when she was fighting Bastion, when he was powered up Bastion.
It was okay. It was the best you could have hoped for this series. Like they gave Dagger a butt shot also, and it was fine. All the lines in this show have the same weight to them, so there's no like curvature, and they all end in just like if you were drawing with a pen and just ended it.
Yeah,
like a little rounded end.
Buzz says Psyop. This reminds me of Psylocke, who was in the show. She got a kind of cameo that I totally forgot. But who's she hanging out with? We were like, why? Oh, Alpha Flight.
Oh, it was the whole Alpha Flight,
dude,
except
totally
for Guardian. There was no Guardian there.
Yeah, it was Puck, Psylocke, probably like Snowbird and the twins.
The twins, yeah.
And
I don't remember seeing Snowbird
maybe
there.
Shaman. Let me see if I can find.
No Sasquatch. I don't remember seeing Sasquatch there. Though.
Yeah, it's weird that Guardian wasn't there.
Dagger's costume used to have a neckline that went all the way down to her crotch. Yeah, it was open, right? Like it was skin,
probably
in the shape of the dagger that went all the way down, and now it's whatever that
probably. Yeah, that's not
a
allowed,
joke of a costume is.
Here's
Yeah, Phil was very excited to see Puck.
Oh yeah, I was like, what? Why is Puck here?
He recognized him from behind.
Yeah. There was Puck's ass shot. It's the first thing I recognized. I don't know who the black chick
Hairy
is.
and short.
Yeah, no Sasquatch, which is disappointing.
There's
he was in the original series though.
A super chat.
Oh, we have a super chat. We'll get back to this. From Angela Curry for $5. Thank you, Angela, for $5. Primal Kitchen has a Hawaiian barbecue, avocado oil based. Oh, she's talking. This is a sauce.
Yeah, Primal Kitchen is like a sauce company or like a salad dressing company. So all their stuff is generally avocado based, and they came out recently with a like line of wing sauces.
Okay.
So like a buffalo sauce that's avocado instead of being soybean oil based. You can get avocado based sauces.
Awesome.
They're expensive as hell, but they're much better for you.
Happy Friday, Diaz Bros. Cheersies. Thank you so much, Angela. That deserves a good bonk here. And we'll have to try that Hawaiian barbecue. That does sound good.
It's yeah. Yeah, Angela, resident Sasquatch.
Oh, she's the Sasquatch?
She's the Sasquatch for the week.
Speaking of Sasquatch, this is from the original series here.
Cranberry Language says, I'm impressed with your Alpha Flight knowledge. Yeah, look at Sasquatch. He's awesome.
Yeah, we had some old, when we were young, before I really got into comics, we had some Alpha Flight comics, I think.
Well, I had the one where it was Alpha Flight defeating the X-Men on the cover and then Phil destroyed it.
Well, that's Alpha Flight #1. I'm pretty sure.
All right, well, you destroyed it.
John Byrne. Yeah, it's like the X-Men and Alpha Flight. I think Spider-Man's on there too.
No, I don't think he is.
He might be. So
well,
this
the
is from the
X-Men's
old
like
series.
in the snow, like laying in the snow, and an Alpha Flight is standing up there.
Psylocke hanging with the new Juliet. Oh yeah, that does kind of look like the new Juliet.
It's an insult to this drawing here.
That's true. It doesn't look like her. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
This one looks like a woman.
But it's odd that she's with them.
She's
right?
probably the new Guardian.
She's in Canada? Because they're Canadian.
I wonder who she is. Because, like, if she's one of those new characters, one of the big problems I have with their new designs is they're always like street clothes.
Well,
like
Sunspot, their right?
Superhero outfit is just street clothes.
Well, that's like, so Sunspot's in the show, and he's just in like this fancy yellow and white jacket or orange and white jacket.
Yeah,
he's like, my jacket, it's very expensive. Yeah, but he eventually gets an X costume, and then he becomes Sunspot, which is cool. Yeah, in the first episode, I'm like, oh, this guy's a dweeb.
He didn't use any of his powers until
for like
5
6 episodes
in.
You're right. Yeah. Psylocke went from English to Japanese to Canadian. I don't know about that Canadian part, but maybe. That's true. Yeah, I wonder if we'll see more Psylocke in the new series. But it was cool to see Omega Red kicking some ass too. That's Luca Cage. She's got
the yellow hairband. Yeah.
Yeah, she did say "Sweet Christmas."
That was the dead giveaway. Should have known.
So I'm excited for the next season, but we got to wait a whole year, even though people are saying that they're in post-production right now.
I don't understand it at all.
We got to wait
because it's very obvious.
2025.
They're not hand animating it. Super obvious, right? They're using, I don't know if they're using 3D models or something, but they're definitely using like pre-rigged animation stuff, not unlike Hyper Wizard.
Oh yeah, you calling them out?
Yeah. Lazy ass. No. And then they're doing the auto rigged mouth.
Dude, look at Psylocke's ass though.
Like to audio. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, like, we'll have to see when there's more light on it and see how it looks. They're also doing like the auto animated mouth rigging stuff. I don't know if I talked about that on here, but there's like the program where you just take the audio and put it into the program, and it'll like auto animate the mouth relative to what the computer thinks the audio is saying.
Yeah.
And then so like there's some scenes in the show where they're screaming and the mouth is like,
yeah, there's this
understand
one specific scene after the attack on Genosha where they find White Queen, Emma Frost.
Yeah.
And she's got her crystalline thing, and Beast is like, she's never had this crystalline power before. She's just a secondary mutation.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a little forceful there,
right,
Hank. But she is talking, but she's only saying like 3 words, but her mouth is moving as if she's saying a full sentence. And it's very jarring. Yeah. It's like,
yeah, there's some bad stuff.
Yeah.
Hard R. What did I say?
I don't know. But the action's cool. You were super impressed with like the Phoenix fire.
Yeah, it looked
Phoenix
cool. They did a
comes out
good
of the
job
water.
with that. She looked really good.
We got some Phoenix in the last episode.
There was definitely some cool looking animation going on in here. Stylistically.
Yeah. A lot of action in the last couple episodes.
Oh, I see.
Let's see. This is why anime is winning. Yeah, well, they
I don't know.
They get to they got all the sweatshops over there.
Well, I'm not watching anime.
They have 50 people in a room, and they each paint one frame.
Yeah. Cranberry Langer says he hates Emma Frost.
Yeah, what's up
She's
with that?
garbage.
What do you think about Emma Frost? I feel like she's a cooler bad guy.
The only thing that I remember Emma Frost being in, other than the movies where she's just whatever, right, is the X-Men cartoon episode Pride of X-Men,
right,
where she actually does something, and that was cool.
I think she's a better
it.
villain than on the X-Men team.
Is she ever on the X-Men?
Yeah. She gets in a relationship with Cyclops later as well, like after the Hellfire Club stuff.
Yeah.
You see her, she's like not even a player in this series. She's just in that one scene. She's on the council in Genosha with Sebastian Shaw. He's there.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might die. I'm not sure.
Everybody died. So many people died.
A lot of people died. So watch it. It's sweet. Also, I'm thinking about doing a pre-recorded podcast going through all of the X-Men episodes as some like pre-recorded stuff, maybe to grow the channel.
Right.
What do you guys think about that?
I think it could be
We'll
cool.
wait.
I think it could be cool. You know, there was one thing that I did think was cool in here, and I exclaimed it to you, was that they didn't use any of the new stupid movie costumes for any of the characters. You know, everybody was in a very time period relative costume.
Yeah,
it's like they even had Black Panther, and he had the big collar with the little cape.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I forgot Black Panther.
But he didn't say brother.
Right.
Which I was really, he was talking to the president, or he was talking to Senator Kelly, I think, but he didn't say brother at the end of his sentence.
Podcast reviewing X-Men.
It's more of a round table.
Yeah, podcast round table. We only have 100 characters we could use in this question.
Right.
Round table talking about X-Men show and more.
You have 30 more
after
characters.
we finish the series. Hey,
you're two characters over.
Finish the show.
SHO. Oh, it fits.
Show.
No question mark. They're not going to know it's a question.
Well, I can't because there's not enough characters.
Just get rid of the W. Put a question mark. Don't know.
So should I leave it as yes or no? Is that good?
What do you think of it? Yes. Put yes and then no is I don't think about it.
No, because everyone's going to choose that one. Would you watch? I think. Here we go.
He did not say this is the way. He had a very strong African accent, though. It was funny.
Would you watch a podcast roundtable talking about X-Men show and more after we finish the show?
Would you watch? And then yes or no.
Yes or no.
A guy in his room says season 2 is produced by Sweet Baby Incorporated.
No,
they're branching out into animation.
Right,
TV
the
shows
polls out there. The show would consist of myself, 3 other friends you guys don't know, that are ridiculous and probably would get us taken off of YouTube.
Oh yeah.
It would be edited. I have an editor friend that edits for YouTubers. I haven't asked him about it yet, but I'm going to force him to edit these.
Yeah, we're going to
down to like an hour long. And yeah, we
censor everything. It's going to be very Jerry Springer, is what I'm imagining.
All right.
A lot of cat fighting between 2 girls, big floppy breasts flopping around.
That sounds amazing. Yeah, we might. And Tom, our buddy Tom, might produce it. He might be our Jamie. And we might do it on a set similar to this. We're just tossing out the ideas.
Yeah, we might have a set exact duplicate of this set.
Yeah, it might be this set, but another set. Yeah. Exact duplicate.
Yeah, when T'Challa asked Senator Kelly, "Why are you gay?" I was like, "Whoa!" You know what? I was really surprised though in the show because what the fuck is his name? Nightcrawler.
Oh, yeah,
he was
awesome.
praying, right? And it was actually they had him saying the prayer in the show,
saying in our Father. Out there,
which yeah, that was pretty big.
Nightcrawler is.
I was
awesome.
surprised that they let that in.
Nightcrawler, one of the highlights of the series right now.
Except for when he was dancing, that was super gay.
Was he dancing?
Yeah,
it was other people dancing.
He was dancing.
I don't remember him dancing.
Look it up.
He wasn't dancing.
It was him.
He was just teleporting.
He was dancing like Rogue and Kitty Pryde from X-Men Evolution. That's how he was dancing.
Yeah. So Alex Versi B says Jello Putty wrestling with TNA.
I think the show is going to escalate very much like Jerry Springer would. You know, it'll start off a little tame, you know, talking about X-Men episodes and stuff. And then, you know, a couple seasons in, I think we're just going to be out of control. You know, so your son is a Klansman type of thing. And then he's been backstage the whole time.
Yeah, well, actually, might have to put these on Rumble more than YouTube, actually. Tom, the artist guy. No. He's disowned me. Tom, our coworker, best buddy over here. He's been on the stream once. I think he's been on the third Diaz brother. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. I'm scrolling.
Is there any gay romances with Iceman? Is Iceman even in the show? I don't remember.
Iceman has not been in the show.
They showed a picture of him, but
right.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him at all.
The original team Iceman. He hasn't been in the show. I hope this gets copy striked.
The stream.
Will you cosplay like when Vaughn does his Final Fantasy streams as well? No.
Oh my God.
And Vaughn's not allowed on our streams because he refuses to watch the show.
Alan says, I heard Morph turns into a fleshlight. No, but he insists on turning into Jean Grey over and over and over again.
Constantly,
which is a little suspicious.
Let's see. Puck's hairy legs are too much. Switch to audio only. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a edited version of the podcast for YouTube and then an unedited version on like Spotify.
Oh no, you will mail in a postcard and then we will send you a hand recorded VHS tape.
Okay.
And then you could watch it at home.
Yeah, we could do something like that. Brand's writing checks that Phil can't cash. Could get something going here. Let's see. All the male X-Men turn gay or bi eventually?
Probably.
That's probably just a result of the X gene.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. I hope this poll is as much as no. No is rigged as Sydney Sweeney votes.
I think he's having a stroke.
Yeah. Do you smell toast right now?
Video on Spotify?
Yeah, dude.
You can do video on Spotify?
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
Does he do
podcast.
video though
Yeah.
on Spotify? Okay. I don't have Spotify, so I haven't watched Joe Rogan in a long time.
Yeah, he's on Spotify.
But how are you supposed to watch it while you're driving? Spotify is for while you're driving.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Shelby might be a special guest. He says, I'll be streaming X-Men tonight on his channel. I don't believe that. Bancroft is here. Bancroft, we're talking about our new should we say the name of the podcast?
Yeah, it's called X-Men Show.
Yeah, we're doing this poll really solidified it because it is opposite day. So
gotcha.
We got you guys. We're going to do an X-Men series podcast that is edited, pre-recorded, and then uploaded. And then we're putting the unedited version behind a paywall so you don't get canceled. I thought video was enabled for special bigger ones like Rogan. Yeah.
Oh, it's only enabled for people who have high-paying contracts.
Look
or
at
something?
Bancroft looks forward to watching that.
Oh man, everybody knows the 17th is opposite day.
Shelby says, all Gambit all night on my channel. I'm calling it Showing All X-Men. We got
Naomi,
Steve in the chat.
X-Man series podcast.
The
Just like Jerry Springer. That would be a perfect Jerry Springer
The
episode.
X-Man. Yeah,
My
so
son is an X-Man.
we'll throw it out there, spread it around. You know, if you have any X-Men friends, maybe tell them about our podcast here. All right, this week I talked about this a little bit on the Creative Block last night. In fact, I talked about it for about 10 minutes. But this week, a lot of my time was spent looking up how to make hologram cards. Now, I'm sorry if you guys
Just
watched.
tell the truth.
If you watched the Creative Block last night, you already heard about this. But I figured that we got some people, maybe a little overlap, but Shelby definitely doesn't watch
the
Creative Block.
Audiences are mutually exclusive.
Yeah. So I'm going to get this off the sticks here. Some people, you guys have already seen this. Do a little zoom in. This is an X Factor book. This is from a crossover event they did called Fatal Attractions, which is, I think it ends up with Wolverine getting his adamantine ripped off by Magneto. So kick-ass cover. I got it not only because of the hologram card, which we'll look at, but also Random is on it. One of my favorite obscure X-Men characters.
He's no Poochie the Rockin' Dog.
He's pretty cool.
Look, did Funko Pops make a Random Funko Pop?
I don't know.
I don't think
Probably
so.
not.
It's because nobody likes Random.
The back of this isn't that cool. Does anyone know who drew this? I don't know. But the cool thing about it, can you guys see this?
No, you need two eyes to see it.
No, you don't need two eyes to see it. Look at this. This is a hologram card that I want to create something like this. It's called, what's it called, Brandon?
Dichromium halate hologram or something like that.
DHC hologram.
Yeah.
And it's, a very flexible piece of plastic, and it has so much freaking depth to it. Look at the thing I always look at is his leg, and then this rock behind his leg.
Yeah.
And you could see there's a dimensional plane there that isn't actually there.
Whoa.
It's mind blowing.
Alex VRB says hot dog sapien hologram card.
Dude, I would do it if we could do this.
Absolutely.
So I looked into it, and I found a guy on YouTube who makes custom DHC holograms.
So look at that. Amy Rodriguez says, that looks sick. I love the movement.
It's freaking insane.
Especially if you've never seen it before.
Yes.
It's magic.
Yeah, especially if you were a kid in the 90s and you're like, what is this?
Although, I don't know, maybe the chat can help me out on this one. I feel like they used to look a lot better.
You think
Are they like degrading over time?
I'm pretty sure they do degrade over time
because
just
they
from
used
sunlight.
to not only be green. There used to be like yellows and stuff in it.
There's yellows in it.
And like
just use
a
both
little
your
bit
eyes.
of red.
Use both your eyes.
But I feel like they used to look a lot better.
Use both your eyes.
I am using both of my eyes.
So
it's all green.
I figured you could find like some, Asian warehouse that has been making these for the last 30 years, but you can't. Seemingly, you can only find one guy in Germany who's a mad scientist that has made airlocks out of Tupperware in his garage, which is this guy.
Dude, you can't top these Germans.
These Germans are crazy. So I talked about the German, and here he is. And this is a 44-minute explanation on how to make one hologram.
All right. We're doing an EFAP on this one.
We're doing an EFAP. Step 1, check the glass.
Okay.
And this is also, I don't understand. All these guys are using seemingly glass,
right,
or plexiglass,
right,
but
like a thick, hard card, right?
Right, but this is a plastic,
right? See, this is probably a manufactured dichromium halate film that they were making, and then just like projecting them on, and they would just get cut coming out of a machine. Because there's no way they went through all this trouble to do this. Because there probably was like old machines doing this.
Let me see if I can find the other guy. There's an American guy that does it, and he actually has a site that you can request custom things on, which I did email him. Let me see.
Is this just like that Troy McClure's step-by-step video to repairing your foundation?
Yeah.
Where it's like way too fast. Make sure to check the glass. Good.
Well, see, he's using glass too.
Use your 400 milliwatt laser to shoot against the 3D projected image.
It's so
what is he
involved.
spinning over there?
So the spinning rotation thing is, so the coding is even. So let me explain to the audience what the hell's going on here.
He's using like the centrifugal force to spread it out.
So these guys have pieces of glass. They have to clean them and all this stuff.
Carbon dioxide says, just watch how it's made. Yeah, I kept telling Phil, like, there's literally a How It's Made episode about this exact thing and how they used to do this.
Well, let me explain it to you.
Nobody remembers any of that.
Someone figured out that if you take a piece of glass and you take gelatin and mix it with dichromate and some other very toxic substances, put it on a piece of glass and let that gelatin dry, and then you take a three-dimensional object, put it on that glass, and shoot green laser beams at it.
You have to, well, no, there's a reflection because you reflect the laser off of the 3D object, and then that reflects onto the glass.
All right.
Right? Which is the film, effectively.
Right. And then this laser burns the image, 3D image of the object onto it. And then you have to develop it like a photograph in developing solution.
Right.
All of that is extremely toxic.
Well,
And
the photo developing solution's not that toxic.
well, the dichromate and whatever you're mixing with the gelatin is toxic. All to get one hologram on one piece of glass.
Right. I'm pretty sure there has to be a way to use some sort of laser projector and then a three-dimensional like OBJ file or whatever, and then project it directly onto the film without having to do this whole reflection business and then run it with a heat gun.
He's heating it so it kind of develops.
Right. It's part of the development process, I guess. His thing is super convoluted. Like the How It's Made episode is just like fast. Take your magnetic table and your stainless steel beams and magnetize them to the table. Align the 400 milliwatt laser. Perfect. Take your clay sculpture and put it over here on the end. Now blast the sculpture with your laser. Make sure that you put your film over in the development tray.
How much? I want to know how much Marvel paid to have these cards made in 1996.
How much did they sell this comic book for? It was $3.50 back then.
Yeah.
Which
it's probably one of the more expensive ones back in the day.
1992.
This guy did a dice or die.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
And it's not even there, guys.
The colors, how many more colors there are in that one relative to this one? This one, like, right when you start seeing the yellow and the red, it, like, goes away.
Now, so that's this guy. This guy's the American guy.
Yeah, artisanal holography. Yeah, is what it's jobbing. We don't want jobbing. We need to develop the machine.
Yeah, I don't want to
can do
this and then get more poisoning than I've received working in my office in the last year. I would like other people to do this for me very quickly and on a large scale.
Well, no, what you need is a machine where, and then you could play that song Powerhouse where it's like, right, and then it's just cranking the holograms out for you. You're not worrying about measuring cups of gelatin and epoxies and all that.
So this is the American guy. I contacted his site. I have not heard back from him. But
this got 14,000 other subscribers.
This is the German guy.
To check the glass. Glass is made in a factory. By
checking the glass. I want to show you the
gelatin will get
This is the
very
gelatin. He tells you the specific type of gelatin for the best product. Well, you could get this gelatin in Germany if you're in Germany.
electric canner for that.
Why doesn't he have one of those evil German scientist
Precisely to a
accents?
certain temperature.
I don't know.
The temperature of the water bath will slowly rise to exactly 40 degrees.
He sounds like an American.
Accidentally,
I don't trust this German guy.
But if you want to do it to yourself, you have to make a airlock.
Step 5, sensitizing the gelatin. After the gelatin has cooled overnight for 12 hours,
12
put
hours.
it back in the water bath and heat it up to 40 degrees. Next, I set up my small glove box that I built for measuring the ammonium dichromate.
Oh, the ammonium dichromate.
Yeah.
That's why you're getting the toxicity.
You need a charcoal filtered mask and a big homemade airlock to make this stuff. And I asked myself, is it worth it to make probably hours of work to make a piece of glass? Does he even show the thing?
In the next episode,
we'll show you what it looks like.
What is he
Here we
doing
go.
here?
I don't know what the hell he's doing there, but this is what it is.
Wow.
So this
Amazing.
is a 3D model of a weird staircase that he made. He also says at the end of the of this video that he dreams to one day make a hologram that is like 7 feet tall and put it in the desert.
Sounds like some crazy German to me.
Yeah. So if
Look, guys.
Yeah.
This guy's going to art school. Keep him in art school. Do not kick him out of art school. We've seen what happened last time.
That's true. So if anybody has more information on who could manufacture these, please hit us up. Let us know.
It's cool as hell. I wouldn't want it on like a piece of glass, though. I think like the trading card type of thing is the coolest way of doing it. But that's why Pokemon cards went to those hollow foil cards instead of doing this crazy hologram stuff. Like, imagine how cool a Porygon would have looked like this, right? The 3D thing like that. They would have
been cool.
No, they'll never do it. Especially they're basically just giving them away.
But it's odd that this like technology is still so involved, where like actually making the 3D object would be so easy now because we have 3D printers.
Well, in one of them, he 3D prints.
Yeah, the American
thing, right?
guy was 3D printed. The one,
and I'm like I keep saying, like if you have the technology and you can make a 3D projector, like I've seen guys make 3D projectors out of old hard drive or laser projectors is what I mean, out of like an old hard drive.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just project the image of the 3D thing in like all of its patterns that it needs to turn kind of like a video right onto the film?
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know.
So that's what I did this week, basically.
Dude, Powerhouse is such a great song.
Got nowhere with it.
Because you could just put it on and just leave it on.
Is it public
constantly.
domain?
I don't know.
Surprise, I've never seen the hologram Terrence McKenna. Missing a key reference there.
Yeah.
Some of the Japanese Pokemon cards are insane looking nowadays. The old holos were probably simpler to make. Yeah. Now I'm never going to feel accomplished if I can't make one of these.
Well, it'll be $40,000 for the one.
The one, yeah.
And I'll have hot dog sapien hologram.
Anwalaka says, I voted no because I don't understand the question. What's not to understand?
Would you watch a podcast roundtable talking about X-Men show? Oh, you didn't put the X-Men show.
Oh, that's why you didn't understand?
Right, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the X-Men series. There's actually 5 seasons before X-Men 97.
Run, yeah. More after we finish and more after we finish the show.
Question mark.
Well, there's some ambiguity there because what's the second show referring to? The X-Men show?
Right. after we finish the show. Yeah. So what do you think? You think an episode, a 1-to-1 episode thing?
Yeah, I figured that's what you would want to talk
So
about.
we just talk about each
Maromi
episode?
has an interesting point here.
This one?
Yeah, he says, don't they still use holograms on tickets, right? Or like, don't they like European money have those weird holograms of like the Queen on them or something like that?
I don't know. Maybe.
Where it like, yeah, but those aren't like really rotating. They're kind of just more like when light passes over them, hidden images get shown, right? They're not like a 3D object kind of lenticular
That was
thing,
more like
right?
a foil thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a foil where when light passes from a certain angle, you could see certain things.
Yeah. Everybody says it makes a big difference if you put the in there.
Yeah.
Ellie says the animated X-Men fans know nothing about our little corner, so it's good to reach out there with content. See, Ellie is thinking smart.
Right. He's 4-dimensional chess here.
Yeah, we're trying to
right, passports also. Yeah, but I
Oh.
don't think it's the same technology. I think that's more like micro lenticular kind of thing.
Yeah.
This is something else entirely.
Yeah, lenticular is pretty obtainable.
Right.
Companies make
Right.
lenticular stuff. You could even make. I saw a video of a guy making his own lenticular.
Right. It was not unlike as difficult as it was to make this stupid foam haloid thing.
There was a lot of printing on special materials for that lenticular stuff.
He says it also helps to spell show correctly. We were out of characters.
Right. And then we subtracted some, I guess we weren't really out of characters.
Yeah,
there was a whole
there
thing.
wouldn't have
whack
been a
ass.
question mark
You should have
there.
been there. Don't do the round table. The lesser knights always get lippy. Well, it would be like 4 guys, you know.
Yeah, it's
3
more
of
of a
which you don't
square
know.
table.
Yeah. It's more of a square table. It would probably just be this couch and how many guys we could fit on the couch, you know?
Yeah.
But we'd have to invest
4
in
guys on a couch.
maybe a new laptop and maybe some more
Hey,
cameras.
the internet's been doing strong so
Internet's
far.
good this week, but yeah, I want to invest in some multiple cameras so we could switch them per, we'll be recording 4 cameras at once, and then the editor will have to cut to whoever's talking,
Yeah,
like a real podcast.
right. Yeah, it could. Will there be a black samurai? Let me get me started.
In what?
It's that stupid Assassin's Creed.
Oh, you want to talk about that new Assassin's
No,
Creed?
I don't. It's
What's
stupid.
it called? Assassin's Creed?
Blackish.
No, it's not. What is it? It's
I don't know, dude.
Someone tell me in the chat.
I
What's
haven't
the new-
played Assassin's Creed since the American one, the colonial one.
Yeah, that was.
Assassin's Creed 3.
No, it was Assassin's Creed Roots.
Roots.
It was Assassin's Creed Roots.
No, I don't know. And that one was kind of not that good because, like, you're talking about small height, widely spread out areas in the Americas.
Oh, the terrain. Yeah, it's very flat.
Right. It didn't work very well. Where, like, the old, like, Arabic or whatever towns and stuff are like, the stuff like Renaissance Italy, right? Everything's really tight and the cities are really tight and there's like buildings that have a few stories on them and stuff.
Yeah.
So like you could drop down on people. The colonial area didn't really work. And then you got like, that's where they did the pirates, right? Assassin's Creed Black Flag came from that game.
Black
Like,
Flag was after that game?
yeah, because it was
heard that
that's
one was
where the
the one.
pirate as far as
the
I
first
understand,
boat one,
the
right?
pirate ships were in that one, and you could do that, and everybody was like, "Wow, what if I was an assassin on a pirate ship?"
Let's see. People are saying, is it called Shadows? Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Could be.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. That's so stupid, though. And then now they're touting like it's the first time you get to play as an actual historical figure in the Assassin's Creed franchise. I remember when Assassin's Creed first came out.
I'm on a boat.
And they did 1 and then 2, and they were like, look, it's a trilogy. We just have this story to tell.
Altair.
And it's this encompassing thing with like the secret societies and stuff. And then it made them
cool.
$1 billion. And they were like, we can't stop squeezing blood from this
Yeah.
rock.
We can't do it.
There's more blood in the rock.
No, Brotherhood was good. The online was
Brotherhood
badass.
was all right. I was playing it for free on Xbox Marketplace or whatever it's called, and but it's very, very
OJ Dollar
repetitive. It's just like once you get it, and then there was like what the hell is that stupid power levels, right? So if you weren't leveled up, you couldn't go kill this level 12 enemy, even though you're shoving a knife through the back of his skull.
They made it too much like an RPG, right?
That's what it was.
Over
RPG,
the years,
yeah.
it morphed into an RPG and a little less of what Assassin's Creed originally was.
Yeah.
What was the first Ezio one? I mean, that one's really good. Like the stories in the early games are awesome. With like,
wait, maybe I'm thinking of a different
secret
game.
Illuminati stuff. The Golden Apple.
Yeah, that was cool. Wasn't that just 2?
I mean, that might have been Ezio.
It wasn't Assassin's Creed 2.
It might have been 2. Maybe it was 3. I don't know.
No, Assassin's Creed 3 was
so
later.
long ago.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. What's the one in England? Is that Brotherhood? It's in like
Jolly old England?
Yeah,
is that Brotherhood? I only played the online for Brotherhood.
No,
I don't think so.
I forget when that's the one I played for free. It was the one in Chimney Sweep, England.
You're an assassin, is it?
Yeah.
Let me sweep that chimney. And then they break out in song and dance.
Right. Yeah, you're disguised as a boot black.
That's when it went downhill. I broke my controller on Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed Oi, bruv.
The Odyssey, that's the one.
I
that was the first one you could play as a woman, right? Odyssey.
That's the Greek one, right?
Yeah. You could choose between the man and the woman. But yeah, so the
Mary Poppins showed up. I didn't finish it because, like I said, it got super repetitive, and I was like, whatever with this game.
Well, they had guns in that one too, right?
Yeah, there was like a one pot shot thing you could take at people.
Pepper box.
Well, Ezio had a gun.
Yeah,
also.
That was cool.
Yeah.
So the new Assassin's Creed, you get to play as either a woman, ninja,
which one was set in Australia,
or a black samurai, Afro samurai. They're just ripping off Afro samurai.
George Alexopoulos, he does those comics, the 4-panel comics. He had one about the game, and they're like, "Oh my God, this guy's been assassinated. We better look for anybody outstanding and looks like they don't belong." And then it's the black samurai there, and he's like just whistling, and he's like 3 feet taller than everybody too.
Why can't we just play Tenchu? Remember Tenchu from back in the day?
Tenchu's good, yeah.
When you're a ninja riding
Syndicate.
around.
Yeah, that's the one with the twins.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Right, that was the free
That's
one
the
that I
one.
played. I didn't play Brotherhood. Yeah. Brotherhood was the one that was still in Italy, I think, but it was like the multiplayer version of that one of Assassin's Creed 2.
I thought it was this makes it Assassin's Creed Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That was the DLC content.
The add-on.
Yeah, but I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, instead of the sword, you get the umbrella. Yeah. Which I think the guy in the game, didn't he have like a sword cane or something? I don't know. I never played it. Those old school Assassin's Creed trailers, cinematic trailers, the announcement trailers.
Yeah.
Top tier. Freaking amazing.
Assassin's Creed 1 is good.
Yeah.
But it's like limited by technology of the time because it was like early Xbox 360 maybe, something like that. And then the one with Ezio is just fantastic. And I haven't really
because they did the Ezio cinematic was like during one of the festivals or whatever, the carnival
like
or whatever.
a masquerade festival.
Freaking sweet. Yeah, the masquerade stuff. That, and then they did the big reveal of that one is Ezio had a gun under his hidden blade. He shot the guy at the end. That was kick-ass storytelling in those cinematic trailers. Not unsimilar to the old school like Mortal Kombat cinematic intros. Super, super good stuff.
Yeah, high intensity, good camera angles and stuff. Snarkon says he's going to go play Kid Nicky.
Kid Nicky? Don't we have that at the arcade?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Someone else said something here.
Ellie says Assassins didgeridoo for a few dollary dues more.
Assassins or Aussies Creedamite Bush Bogans. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't done a Wild West Assassin's Creed.
The Civil War one. Yeah, where you have to play as the child for the first 3 hours of the game.
Yeah, I remember you complaining about that.
And you couldn't do anything except for wade through the snow. And then Odyssey.
Yeah, it forces you to learn things.
Yeah, I don't want to play RPG
child.
games.
RPGs
they're too much time. And
dude, Tenchu
if I wanted
demo.
to go not talk to anybody, I could just do
Ninja. Although the samurais spot you. They scream ninja.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of very toxic chemicals, I don't know how toxic this is, but this was
is gallium. I don't think gallium's that toxic.
But look what happens. This is basically how I felt when I was breathing that aluminum in last year.
Maybe there's the other one. Maybe gallium is the toxic one too.
Gallium. He puts it on his laptop, not dissimilar to this laptop we're using here. And it turns the plastic. I don't know why this guy's handling this.
Because I don't think it's that toxic. I don't think it's toxic at all. Like mercury. Mercury is super toxic.
It petrifies the substance.
It's the aluminum.
Well, this is aluminum.
Well, it does it to aluminum.
Only aluminum?
Mm-hmm.
Was there aluminum on that laptop?
The laptop case was made of aluminum.
That's freaky.
Didn't you ever see this? They'll like take an aluminum heat sink and they'll put gallium on it or mercury, and then it like impregnates the thing and turns it real brittle.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah. Gallium. Yeah, I don't think it's toxic.
That's pretty
toxic as mercury. Those are. You've never seen that in magic tricks? Those melting spoons. And it's because the melting point of gallium is like just at room temperature. So you can have water that's like just above room temperature. So you have like a solid gallium spoon or whatever, and then you put it in your hand, and because your hand is warmer, it'll just melt. Pretty cool.
I never saw that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Did you also know that Gal Gadot's first name is Gallium?
Yeah, that's pretty tight. You said you saw one of these guys walking around recently.
No,
in real life.
Oh yeah, I saw a person who looked like this in real life. Yeah, on the street corner, and she was laughing, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Cackling.
I couldn't hear her. I was.
This is pretty cool. This is that fully made costume. Krang. We got Eddie Winkler in the chat, who I'm going to force to come onto our podcast about X-Men after I force him to watch the show. And he says that he voted no.
Yeah, he would vote no.
Which
big naysayer. Doesn't like pizza. Lives in Chicago. Hates pizza.
Hates pizza. Doesn't even like X-Men. You know, if there was a Cyclops miniseries, he'd be the first one to buy it. Letting all the Krangs in to vote for yeah, but I don't think these arms have hinges. They don't move.
It looks like a giant action figure.
That's pretty tight, though.
They said it's a suit, like a costume.
Yeah, they said it was a cosplay they made.
You could just say costume.
I know, but you know, remember when cosplay was not a word?
Yeah, I remember. That was when we were going to Wizard World.
Yeah,
we were just
like
wearing
the
a
first
costume.
C2E2 that we went to,
and you didn't have to pretend to be the character when people
playing,
talk to you.
Guys.
Look at me. I'm actually Green Lantern.
One vote for yes. Awesome one.
Cause X-Men.
Appreciate it.
Sorry, Cam said, did you watch either X-Men? Or no, I'm sorry. Did you watch either the Wolverine or the X-Men animes from about 10 years ago?
I seen the Wolverine's the movie, right? Or is he talking about a Wolverine anime?
Well, there was Wolverine in the X-Men cartoon. You remember that?
Right. Chad Townsend worked on it.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't watch that.
I only watched the episode with Gambit in it, voiced by Phil Lamar. But I don't think that's what he's talking about. He's saying a Wolverine or X-Men anime. I've not seen those. No. Are they any good? I don't know. Let's see. Sumo says, as if Phil is going to let the poll stop him. That's
Look,
right.
it's too close to tell right now.
Yeah, it's getting close, guys. Keep voting. Spread the word. And if you're watching on Rumble, which there's someone over there, you should come over here and vote in the poll on YouTube.
Jay Ryan says there were Blade and Iron Man animes as well.
What Blade?
Is anime one of those words like deer or fish, where multiple animes, you could just say anime? Like, I just watched 3 anime.
I say animi, like an octopi.
Oh, but I don't think like the root of the word is Greek, right? Or Roman, in like a Latin tongue.
I thought it was
right?
Japanese.
Right. So like you wouldn't apply the Latin or Greek rules.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. What's the Japanese word for anime? Is it anime?
It's probably not anime. It's probably
then why would we call it
really,
anime?
really long term? Yeah, animu. Animu like that. The plural is animodes. So he's saying that it has a Greek root.
It might.
He's been watching a little too much My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yeah. I play the Tom Hanks movie where the kid pretends he's a wizard and gets lost in a cave. Tom Hanks.
Is that Philadelphia?
Oh, no.
I never
don't think
saw
so.
Philadelphia.
No, we had to watch Philadelphia in home economics.
It's weird.
But I think it was also like health class. They did, at the junior high, it was like a half
It
semester. It was like
wasn't
home
because
economics and then
you're
health.
taking home ec and then they're assuming that you're gay, so they're making you watch Philadelphia.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know why we watched that. That was like 7th grade.
Multiple animodes are an animorphs. Didn't you say somebody was reviewing all the Animorphs books?
That was Whack-Ass.
Whack-Ass was saying that?
He said that there's this like collective of YouTubers that did a like presentation on all of the Animorph books. I think he's in the chat still. All right, let's see. Oh, other news here. This is pretty cool. Razor Fist, his book, Ghost of the Badlands, the reprint, or the second printing, is on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So you guys could order it, which I'm going to because I missed out on the crowdfunder. So this is not the hardcover. This is the paperback and second printing. So I think there's less like content in it. But
let's look up these
animes,
the X-Men anime.
Big
look
ups.
that up real quick.
Big ups. You think it's on YouTube?
Well, no, just look it up however you want to look it up.
Look it up on YouTube.
They say that there's a Witchblade anime.
X-Men anime. Oh,
Wolverine
shit, this
Berserker
looks awesome.
Rage Power
Is it
Up?
called Wolverine Berserker Rage Power Up from 3 years ago?
This probably is like a fan.
No.
Fanimation.
Let's see.
They call it.
Put this over here. Let me make this a little small so we don't get struck.
All right, Hank. As soon as this meathead zaps us again, I want you to hit me as hard as you can and keep hitting. What are you talking about? Look, we don't have all day here.
This is why I don't watch anime.
Yeah, this is
dude.
definitely an anime, guys.
Here's my whole plan.
Logan, if you do that, then
Just do as I say. Hey, tough guy, that all you got? I don't know what you're thinking, boy, but it's your funeral.
Let's
Do it now, McCoy.
Blackheart?
I was thinking Blackheart. I couldn't remember his name. Yeah.
Why is Beast punching? Oh, he's going into a berserker
Right.
rage.
You didn't listen. He explained his entire
Did he
plan.
say berserker rage?
He's like, I don't care. You got to hit me. But Logan, if I do, I don't care. Do it anyway.
are you
Because
all right?
he knew
Oh,
already.
God, look at
oh
Beast.
my God.
This is Grant Morrison Beast. Where he looks like a
Dude,
dog.
He's a cowardly lion beast
Yeah,
here.
Beast is bad.
If I were king of the forest.
This is his secondary mutation.
Told you to keep hitting me.
And this guy's just standing around like an idiot.
Laughing.
Look at these two fools.
yet. Who is this guy?
Blackheart.
Eddie says Wolverine is terrible.
This is not good.
Oh, here we go.
I hated that version of Beast.
He's turning into the Babadook. Please say Berserker Rage. Oh, he's wearing a black suit. I thought the... What? Who is this guy?
He's lost in some kind of berserker rage.
Oh, dude.
Yes.
I can't watch anime.
Yes.
I cannot watch it.
Eddie says Wolverine is the Wolverine of the Marvel Universe.
This is just not enjoyable in any way.
Since I'm going for the
What's happening here? I've been standing here for over a minute. And he finally attacks?
That's good. I like that. I have the Witchblade anime and the Prison School live action next on my watch list. Weird, but it comes up today.
After this, I wouldn't watch any anime.
No strike. Nobody wants to claim that.
Nobody dares claim that.
That's hilarious. Let's play a little bit more. See what happens here.
Feel the pain anymore. Come on, you little freak!
He looks like an anime character, that's for sure.
Oh, that's...
The hell are you? My stars.
Off camera.
Up, you're not in frame.
That's enough now. Wolverine. Wolverine. Wolverine, snap out of it. Gotcha.
Great Scott, are you out of your mind, Logan?
Why didn't I move?
There you go. Well, appreciate it. Yeah, I can't imagine it being any better with Japanese voice actors. People saying that they don't like dubs.
What would change it? Just distracting your mind having to read something?
Yeah. Well, I'd say go watch X-Men 97 instead. Or, better yet, go watch the original X-Men series.
American voice actors make it sound a lot cornier. But if you can't understand Japanese, how do you know it doesn't sound super corny in Japanese?
Yeah. I don't know.
Japanese would have been better.
Instead of that, go like these posts. We have some X-Men art, some J. Joe Ball X-Men art.
Cranberry Langers is learning Japanese.
It won't help you.
Tall order.
We got Mystique, Sabretooth. No Wolverine. Interesting.
Oh, that's super cool. Number one.
Mr. Sinister.
That's
Apocalypse.
what we failed to remember.
Who's that?
The Japanese are super cool. Number one.
That's true.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Pretty badass. I think this is new too. But who knows? Maybe it's an older piece. And then Dan Dahl, my boy Dan, doing some badass X-Men pencils too, just for fun. Check that out. Gambit, Rogue, Psylocke, Cyclops. He even compliments Cyclops in the post he made, but he also did a Wolverine. Oh, is that Bishop?
Dude, Cyclops doesn't skip neck day.
Yeah.
That, man.
Yeah, he has super trigonometry, which I learned recently.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's so he can know where his beams bounce.
Right, but that seems a little too convenient.
That's what I heard. I heard he's got super trigonometry.
Is that like he's got the ability to open portals in his eyes to a realm that's filled with concussive energy?
Right.
Right? But that's not enough of a mutation. So his mutation is that he has super trigonometry.
Yeah.
And that's his real mutation. He just happens to have portals to hell in his eyes.
Right. I was also thinking about this. You know how like Apocalypse is like a techno Mancer or whatever. It's like a techno guy. Or he's not really a mutant. Not Gideon. What's that guy's? Bastion. Not technically a mutant.
Right.
Because he has Nimrod semen flowing inside of him.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
So, but like these guys that have like techno things, like Forge or whatever, like the technology didn't exist during the evolution period.
Right.
So how could these guys tap into these computer things when computers weren't a thing, thousands of years ago when the X gene was introduced into humans?
Well, it's just a mutation, right? So like if there was no technology, you wouldn't even know that you had a mutation. You would just be some guy and then you would die. But then now there's technology and you do have that mutation. Like what was Apocalypse doing 4,000 years ago, 6,000 years ago when there was no technology?
He was in Egypt.
There was no technology, right?
Right. Yeah.
As far as mainstream archaeology wants us to believe.
Well, I heard that like he was a mutant. I don't really understand his powers, but he like found a celestial, like the Celestials. They're like these giant, stupid cosmic things that I think Jack Kirby created.
Okay.
Who's a Celestial? Is Galactus a Celestial, guys? I don't know. But they're like giant bodies of, cosmic, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He found one and then that enhanced his power. And that's why he has all this tech. It's because he's a mutant, but is also mixed with celestial technology. Right? Snarkicom says, yes, Galactus is a Celestial. No, he's not a Celestial. I don't know. But my thing is like the technology.
Galactus from another dimension where everything's much larger and he's just normal sized in his own dimension.
That must be fun. He's from the previous universe.
Ooh, that's cool.
What?
That he's from the previous universe. I like that.
Take Mike's word for that.
I like that. That's cool. Where the previous universe, everything was much larger. So he was just normal sized in the previous universe.
And now he's on the power trip because he's
really big. Huge. And the only thing that could satiate him is eating planets.
He came through during the Big Bang.
Doing the Big Bang.
That sounds sexual. Imagine the ancient Egyptians who could have been great electrical engineers if they only knew about electricity.
That's like I was watching something or I was reading something, I don't remember, but it was talking about how like ancient Rome, had been around for a really long time and they could have had like all these technological breakthroughs, but they kind of just decided as a society that technology was for losers. And they were like, if you're not getting down and dirty and doing manual labor, life is meaningless. Right. And so like any technology that they had very rudimentary steam motors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They were very, very rudimentary, but it was all very novelty. So they never advanced on it.
They're like the Mennonites,
I guess.
What about this question? Pre-discovery of electricity, right? And harnessing.
Yeah. Benjamin Franklin.
Pre-Ben Franklin. Whenever someone was dragging their feet across a wool carpet and went and touched someone else, what did they think that was? Evil wizardry?
Sometimes like there was times when they thought that
Static
sight
shocks.
was possible because your eyes projected out a beam and then it bounced back from your own eyes and that's how you were seeing. So there was all kinds of crazy theories about stuff out there.
Sorcery.
True. They might not have had carpets.
No.
They called them
rugs.
Tapestries. So like they have a latex balloon, right? And they're rubbing bear skin with hair on it, right? And it's charging up the balloon. They stick it to their own head. What did they think that was?
Right. Well, it probably wasn't a latex balloon. It was a sheep intestine balloon, which is all the rage back then. A very novel item for children. Yeah. But we'll have to find out.
Yeah, and
Next
the Cathera
season,
mechanism, proof of mechanical computers.
Mike, are you streaming or are you done streaming? I heard some tell that you're quit streaming because you got to finish your book or something. Is that true?
Mattresses were invented over 100,000 years ago. Now he's got to do all this research on ancient history to see what technologies came when.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying about these mutants?
The
Don't you think it would
mutants.
take longer for the mutation to incorporate some sort of technology, like a knowledge about technology?
Dude, the mutants are so all over the place. Like, is there another mutant that can control the weather? Like, there's a crap load of mutants that could shoot energy blasts, right?
Yeah.
Are there more than one mutant that can control weather? Because I only know of Storm.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, they're all
how
over the
does her-
place.
and she seemingly has to yell into the sky
Right,
to
she has
summon
to, like,
things.
right. Unless that's just like her hyping herself up.
But I'm saying here, there's like 65% of the mutant population all absorbs or converts energy.
Mhm.
Bishop absorbs energy and then blasts it out.
Mhm.
Sebastian Shaw does the same exact thing.
Mhm. Isn't that what
Gambit
Maverick
converts energy.
does?
Maverick does the same thing. Everyone from X-Force does the same thing. So that one was really popular, I guess.
Yeah, that's the funny thing I always thought was funny about the X-Men, or like you have some like normal stuff. Oh, this guy can fly or whatever, right? But then you have like Jubilee who's shooting fireworks out of her hands.
Right. And she's Asian.
Well, that doesn't matter, but it's like, why is it like specifically this fireworks type of thing instead of it just being more energy blasts?
Right. But I think that's good.
No, that's cool.
That's cool.
But then when you have too many of one thing, you know, like all the energy blasts, or like all the people that could heal, or like all the people that are just insanely strong, and then you have like these crazy one-offs, it just looks weird.
Well, I'm gonna send you guys over to a channel from an old buddy. Go tell him Zayd Comics says hi. We're gonna end the stream. We're gonna order some
Jubilee's mutant
food.
powers is almost completely useless. Not in the new show.
Yeah,
She's like OP as hell.
She gets some upgrades in the new show. It's pretty cool.
But it was funny, like in the original series, she's just like, and they're just bouncing like a distraction.
Yeah.
It's like throwing those poppers on the ground, and you're like, what the hell? Get away from me.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. And then by the end of the series, and then Sunspot as well is in there. He's a badass.
Shelby says, don't send them to him. He needs his privacy.
Or you're not streaming. I would send them to you, but you're not streaming. But yeah, everybody go hang out with Shelby and Andy later. They're going to talk about Gambit. And Shelby's going to draw a Gambit that will send to me also. We're going to send your book out tomorrow, Shelby. We're going to get some food, and then we're going to label a bunch of stuff, and then tomorrow I'm going to send it out.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, everybody.
It'll be
Thank
a
you for being here. I'm
long
glad
night.
the internet wasn't trash this week.
They must be, because somebody else is
Not
just
in the office.
destroying the internet. Yeah.
The poll is done. 61% says no, you wouldn't watch the podcast, which means we have to do it now, just out of
It was
spite.
opposite day.
And it is opposite day. But thank you guys for participating. We had like 52 votes in there. Appreciate it.
Pretty good.
Go have a great rest of your weekends. And if you get any Lost Pages books in the mail tomorrow, post about it, give us a shout out, and read those books. We'll catch you on the flip flop, and have a great rest of your night. Bye, everybody.
And after it's all said and done, you're gonna be taking splinters out of your fat asses all night long because you got some fat asses. The only chance you have no chance, but you had a chance, is that you can run lickety split. Because you can't run because you got some fat asses. And after it's done, we're gonna have a tailgate party for all my freaks out there in Atlanta, Georgia. Because she got a great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
You come out here and try to get the sympathy of the people, but you don't get my sympathy at all.
Awesome. Awesome to the max.
Today is fine day in California. Huh? True.